This is the Waterworks Cobalt. We're going to check out the whole range. So I'm here with Tim from Waterworks. This year they've expanded their range of Cobalt reels, and we're going to find out a little bit about the detail of how they got there.
All right. Well,
Tim, tell us.
Yeah, last year you saw the Cobalt 12 and 10. These were our new intro into the saltwater market. Real large, heavy-duty drag, high heat capable reels. They have a feature on them called set drag, which was there to let you be able to know exactly where you're at all times when you're fishing. Say tarpon, you want to break off. You can dial it down to where it's click 20 and you know that's exactly 10 pounds of pressure and you're going to break off.
Yep.
So that was a big feature with the Cobalt 10, 12. We've taken that and sized them down into the 8 and 6. So made a much more lightweight reel. We still have those click settings. So we took the set drag system off the Cobalt 8 and off the Cobalt 6, lightened the reels up quite a bit. They still have clicks, and each one of those clicks is calibrated, but because the reels are lighter weight reel, you're not going to have as much break-in, so not in need for the set drag.
So the drag's incremental per mark, if you like?
Yes, each click is roughly a 1/4 pound of drag.
Right, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So I can go to this click, on this detent, I can mark it, and I know that that's where I want to be during the fight. Yep. Something that you don't have with a lot of other reels.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. And down to the 6-weight is designed for salt or freshwater or crossover?
Correct. You can use them for anything, but really designed from the bottom up for saltwater use. They still carry the IPX8 waterproof rating, all the way down to the 6, fully sealed drags, titanium, stainless steels, aluminum, so all saltwater safe.
Yep. And what sort of applications have you been finding people are using them for?
Right, so people are really liking them. They actually came in a little bit lighter than we thought. So the Cobalt 6 comes in at about 5 ounces.
Right.
So real heavy hitting reel, but very lightweight.
Yep.
Guys are using it for redfish, some bones, very lightweight reel, but still has a lot of power to stop fish if you need it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So people are using the 6 for bones? Is that
correct?
They're going that light?
Yeah, so you can go a 6 or 7 weight on this particular reel. It has a capacity to go up there.
Right.
And then on the 8, it's more of an 8-9 weight reel.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. And what sort of feedback have you been getting in this last year in terms of the reel's performance, things people are liking about it, things people are finding?
Right, well, definitely the set drag feature on the larger reels, and then the ability to have those click settings on the smaller reels and know exactly where you're at when you're fighting a fish.
Right.
Like I said, not something that a lot of reels have the ability to give you that single turn drag and that knowing where you're at.
Yeah, gotcha. Because it is one of those things when you're sort of winding up your drag or down for that matter. You know, sometimes often down's more important than winding it up.
Right,
you know,
right.
People I think focus on winding it up to keep a fish out of a reef, but you know you want to keep the fish on the line as well. And I know that sometimes with some reels I'm hunting for where that drag is, and you're waiting for the feedback of what's happening in the release, and it's kind of too late by then if you've got it wrong. Whereas if you can kind of have that audible click, you kind of know that 3 clicks back is going to give you what you're looking for after fishing with it for a bit. So
yeah, that's what we're going with. Yeah.
Cool. And any other features that you're really finding people are appreciating in the reel?
Definitely titanium components. They don't have to worry about foot fasteners, screws, rusting.
Right.
That's a big point on the reel.
Yeah.
The carbon alloy drag system, so it doesn't. If it heats up, it's not going to melt. The drag can actually take up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit without any issue.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. And you're right about the weight. Like one of the things I'm definitely noticing, having that this is the 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
In my hand is that it's because last year when I had this big guy in my hand, you know, they're obviously heavier because I've got a lot more material.
There's a lot of meat on that one. Yeah, and these are deceptively lightweight.
Yeah. So I think it's important that we convey to people that these are a really light reel. You know, what sort of weight are they coming in at? Do you know?
That one's exactly 5 ounces, and then the 8 is 5.7 ounces.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So pretty light. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us on Fly Life TV and checking out the Cobalt.